Hi. I was just channeling something actually, and I got basically, if you can incarnate from an insect into an animal and an animal into a human, you strip away all of that sort of physical sort of overlay of who you are as a mask. What are you left with underneath? You know, take all that physical stuff away, especially the need for food, for procreation, for sex, for stuff that a physical body needs. Take all that emotion away, and also the physical. What are you left with? What are you left with? You're left with your energy, your consciousness, who you are. And it's really about discovering more of that essence. And it's not really an essence at all, because you are everything. You are one with everything. And the reason why I think that we have a physical body, the reason why we are in a physical body, is that we are sort of, we need that physical connection, and with that, the physical body is just a tool to better yourself, really. You're trapped in a reality thinking you know who you are, but anchored down in a body you barely even know yet, and you own completely. You know, all your body is yours. It's no one else's. It's part of the earth, but more so that's your earth connection as well. Is that, you know, your physical body is all yours. It's priceless. You know, for what it is. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Doesn't matter. It does matter, actually. Yeah, it does matter, because what it looks like is beneficial for your path and your learning. You know, if you think you're ugly, you're meant to go down that path for a reason, or you think you're overweight. You know, it's about understanding who you are and just bettering yourself. And I think once people get past that stage of, you know, sort of hating themselves physically and thinking, oh, why do I have to look like this? It's part of an aspect of yourself which you're uncovering inside to better yourself. It's just a tool. Your physical body is just a tool of your consciousness, and if you can use that tool, you can be the total self of who you are, really. So yes, you're in a body that you've been with, say, you know, 30 years or so, and you barely even know it. You know, mentally, physically, sexually. I don't know. Some people do, but I'm sure there's aspects of your physical self that you don't know yet. But with this physical body, this physical reality that you have, you uncover and make aware of emotional sort of energy that you know, that you cannot access just being a consciousness, because you are one with everything. You are everything. As a spark of light from the Creator, or God, whatever you want to call him, or it. You're not an essence, you are a spark of light. It's like a candle, you know, the same energy from a candle lighting a wick of another unlit candle is still the same flame, it's still the same element, it's fire. So really a spark of light, everyone is like children of God, for example, the children of the Creator. Everyone has their his essence, or the spark of light. But really, as again with the candle and the flame, you are everything anyway. And so, when you are everything, and you have all that sort of knowledge inside of you, all that experience, but as a soul, as a spark of light, you have all those experiences, but they're not yours. They're got part of God's creation and what, say, the Creator went through. And so I believe that, because everyone has the answer inside themselves, that they go through this sort of evolution phase, and they have all this sort of emotion come up in their lifetime. Even now, I'm sure there's some people out there who are going through a lot of emotional or probably physical, maybe situations in their life which they need to sort of either improve or look at their life differently. It's all, our physical reality around us is just merely a tool to facilitate our consciousness. That's all it is. You're forced in this physical body by yourself, because you plan to be here. You created your path, or you selected your path, so you were here for a reason. You gave yourself this life, and you choose to, with that life, you have chosen to exercise your spirit to help it grow and expand. It's like, working out at a gym. You don't get body tone, or you don't get muscled from just not exercising, and exercising your spirit is just as important. It helps you to grow outwardly and inwardly, just every way possible. It's the same with memory. Experiences and life experiences are priceless. Everything that you go through, you cannot pay for. You can pay for, say, having a skydive and having an exhilarating experience falling, or which I've done. But there's other experiences I'm talking about. Is that the experience of sort of coincidence and fate, and meeting someone at the right time, or helping someone and receiving that love, or you being in a situation where you've broken down in your car, for example, and there's no one out for miles, and yet there's one person that comes and helps you. And it's those aspects which are, you cannot buy experiences, because you cannot buy that. You cannot buy love, either. You cannot buy love. There are ways of physical love you can buy, but I'm talking about emotionally. You can't buy emotional experience, stuff that feeds your soul. Imagine if you just walk around all the time and you're just this empty, emotionless shell body with no emotion. Just emptiness, and you're just a physical being. And that's very boring, really. You think about it. And if there are people out there, I feel really sorry for them, because they've got so much inside of them to give and to experience, and to let the doors open inside themselves. Basically we're like this huge library, and we've got all these doors everywhere on our body, and just more those doors open, and more light is shining through that door, and that is amazing. Really, it is. Just, you can only learn from the unexpected, that happens as well. As I was saying, coincidence and fate. And wow, even this moment now that I'm doing this, and it's like I'm getting this stuff channeled as I'm talking. This isn't just me and stuff I've channeled before. This is a series of stuff that I've just literally written some bullet points down here. A bit messy. But I'm still getting stuff. So that's an experience in itself, Think about it. For years we've been going to school and learning how to write and stuff, and those things are essential. But people go to university to learn more, and the amount of people that I believe that go to university and don't actually learn a lot. I bet what I've heard as well, and I think, is that these people think what they know they're going to experience, and so they learn it. They try to learn it, but they lose that spark of energy, I think, because there's no that's right, there is no sort of priceless moments that keep you fueled, unless you did go to uni and have very amazing sort of coincidental sort of experiences that really just kept you going. And that's what it's about. It's about having experiences that you got to flow with the experiences that you have that are coincidence, and fate sort of brings you together to situations. That's what life is about. It's feeling. It is feeling sort of life. It's not just living. It's more than just living, because you're more than your physical body. You're more than emotion. You are more than spirit, because being more than spirit, you are physical. Being more than the physical reality, you are mind. And being more than mind, you are motion. And being more than emotion, you're just back at the start again, being physical. So you're just more than every aspect of who you are, because you are one with everything. So you're just one with everything in the Creator, and we have everything inside of us. In order to fully understand our total self, it's through life experience that we really learn a lot. You know, we've got to see ourselves like this elastic band that can get bigger every time you stretch it. Okay, and it may shrink again because your defences come in and you think, no, I don't feel too right about that. But then when you conquer those sort of aspects of yourself or your fear, you stretch that elastic band, which is your consciousness. You stretch it out, and so you've gone past sort of these barriers that are in your way of awareness, and so you're conquering just life experiences, and you're just laughing it in the face and saying, no, I can do this. And yes, there'll come those times when you feel a bit low again, and so this energy comes in, or you may feel really ill and low, may come really in again, but then you're in a positive state and you get back to that original place that you were, where you left off, because that's how far the elastic band can stretch. Yeah, it can grow. You know, that's your energy, and no matter where you are, you can just keep growing and growing. And sometimes you may come up obstacles in your way, and your energy is just gonna come back in, and you'll feel it. You'll feel really here. This is why when we get stressed, we're in this sort of cardboard box sort of phase. You know, we're just like, wow, we're right here now. You know, that we can't think of anything beyond, say, even our arms and them. We can't see it because we're so focused and say stressed out that we're here. So it's good to just let go and be one with everything. The more one you are with everything around you, the more your awareness and your expansion of energy is going to just reach, you know, the far reaches of the universe, and you're just going to totally know everything and feel good in yourself. It's a snowballing effect. So I think I talked about it there.